You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. Zindagi mera gaana. मैं किसी का दीवाना. तो झूमो, तो नाचो, और मेरे साथ नाचो. Go! I am a disco dancer.
Gilded with sparkling disco beats, this song is not the only track that made us, Indians, the real Disco Deewane. Bappi Lahiri, who ruled the music industry in the 70s and 80s, passed away in CritiCare Hospital in Mumbai, aged 69. But he remains an icon in India's music industry. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got a disco king. Bappi Da, as he was also popularly known, didn't just give Bollywood some of its best disco beats, but also sang some hugely popular chartbusters in his unique voice. This podcast is a tribute to the legend Bappi Da. You are listening to The Big Story, the Quint's daily news podcast with me, Fabiha Sayed, and I will be your host for this special episode, where we remember the disco king, singer-composer, Bappi Lahiri. He had been admitted into a hospital for a month and was discharged on 14th of February, but his health deteriorated on 15th of Feb, and shortly before midnight, he passed away in sleep due to obstructive sleep apnea. Soon after, his family issued a statement regarding his cremation that his last rites will be held on Thursday, 17th of February. But this loss is not only felt in the Indian music industry, but among his fans the world over. For this podcast, I'll be joined by the veteran filmmaker B Subhash. His movies and Bappi's music took over the Hindi film industry with disco beats that changed the way we liked our music.
And Bappi Da was a complete music, I should say. He was a best composer, he was a best singer, and then he was a great sound engineer also.
I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer.
For India's movie lovers, Disco Dancer is not just a hit song. It was a template that brought America's disco craze to India and took the country by the storm in 80s. Sometimes it was with his perky synth pop electronica, sometimes with his bouncy Desi beats, especially in the Hindi films which were being produced in the southern studios such as Himmatwala, that was made in 1983, Tohfa and Maqsad, both in 1984. And all these films had Jitendra. Born as Alokesh Lahiri on 27th November 1952 in Jalpaiguri, West Bengal, to Bengali singers Aparesh and Bansuri Lahiri. Bappi Lahiri went on to working with legends in the music industry like Lata Mangeshkar and Kishore Kumar, the former a close family friend, and Kishore Da was Bappi's maternal uncle. It is said that Bappi started playing tabla at the age of 3 and made his debut playing tabla at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Bappi had revealed in an interview that Lata Mangeshkar, had asked his parents to send him to Pandit Santa Prasad Ji for training, and with this, he became a composer who could work with a natural ease in a range of music styles. Beyond I Am a Disco Dancer, Bappi Lahiri is known for composing songs like Naino Mein Sapna, Pyar Bina Chain Kahan Re, and Chalte Chalte, to name a few. He even composed songs like Ke Pag Ghunguru Bandh Meera on the Raag Darbari, picturized in Amitabh Bachchan in Namak Halal. Joining me now is Bappi Lahiri's longtime collaborator friend, filmmaker B Subhash, who tells us that he was not just a singer and music director, but he was also a sound engineer.
And Bappi Da was a complete music, I should say. He was a best composer, he was a best singer, and then he was a great sound engineer also. I tell you, because we were recorded my song Jimmy Jimmy Aja Aja, and Parvati Khan was new at that time, and I was not getting that feel what we wanted. That song and the connect. Then he did double voice and did all this as an engineer, sound engineer, and he made that song so popular in the world. That is his creation. I tell you, nobody can replace.
Jimmy, Jimmy, acha, acha, acha. Jimmy, Jimmy,
It was the song Jimmy Jimmy from Disco Dancer that gained Lahiri several accolades internationally. It was recreated for Hollywood film You Don't Mess with the Zohan. It was also sampled in Mia's song Jimmy. Even Michael Jackson is known to be a fan of the song. Another song from Disco Dancer, Yaad Aa Raha Hai Tera Pyar, was supposed to be performed by Kishore Kumar, but B Subhash tells us the story of how it was Bappi Da who ended up singing it.
He was a part of my life and career almost for 40 years or some, more than 40 years. So we started together in Takdeer Ka Badshah, one film. We were making at that time. He was just new at that time, and then after that, we did Disco Dancer. Then we did Kasam Paida Karne Wale Ki, then we did Sardan, then we did Aandhi Tufan, then Commando, then Dance Dance Love. So many films. He you can say all my career. I was he changed the whole style of the music, bringing the discos and all that. And when you're making Disco Dancer, that song Yaad Aa Raha Hai Tera Pyar. So what happened was, we were recording that song in HSV studio at Cuff Parade. It was that time latest studio had come up. In fact, that song was supposed to be sung by Kishore Da. Now I worked with Kishore Da as an assistant director for some time for his movie. So we were ready, and Kishore Da came to the studio, and lift of the studio was not working that day. And the studio was on the second floor, and Shorda had little heart problems, so said I won't be able to climb the two-story stairs. So you record the song, and then I will come tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and I dub it. So I requested Vapida, can you sing the song just as a scratch so that Shorda will come and he will dub it again. So Vapida sang that song, Yaad Aa Raha Hai Tera Pyar. After recording, when I was coming back home, in the car, I listened to that cassette, which was recorded. And I felt it so good, his song, that entire feeling, because the song was in the climax, entire feeling of the song is played, and so I came and told Bapida, I request you to keep the same voice, your voice only. Let us not change it, because I don't think he can get better than this. He said, okay, give me the tape. So I sent him the tape, and he sent the tape to, he told Kishore Da that Subhash, he wants to keep my voice only. He doesn't want to dub it. So Kishore Da was very intelligent man. He said, okay, you send me the cassette, let me hear it, and then I'll decide. He said that Kishore Da listened to the song, and then he said, Bappi, Subhash is right. It is a very good, well-recorded voice, and all the emotions are there. Don't change it. And that is the song, and you can remember Yaad Aa Raha Hai Tera Pyar became the worldwide super hit today last almost 40 years and all that. And even, some big stars like Jackie Sharaf, when he calls me, he doesn't say hello, he says, Yaad Aa Raha Hai Tera Pyar.
Ever smiling, ever flamboyantly dressed, Bappi Da was popular in Hollywood as well. In his last interview to the Quint in 2017, he told us about how he was excited about his songs being featured prominently in two of the most talked about Hollywood films, Moana and Lion. He said that he was in LA because two of his songs, Shona in the Disney film Moana and Come Closer in the film Lion, were contained in films nominated for the Golden Globes. And back then, these two films were up for the Oscars. He was happy that his songs in these films were being noticed and talked about in the US.
नहीं चांदी नहीं यार तो मिला अरे प्यार
Is it possible to not mention Bappi Lahiri's love for gold? Call it his unique style, because at any given point, he had 7 to 8 gold chains, bracelets, and rings on him. It is said that he owned more than 75 kgs of gold, as he strongly believed that gold was his lucky metal. In 2021, he bought a gold tea set on Dhanteras because he thought he already had enough chains. B Subhash tells us that it's not just Bappi Da, his whole family loves to dress up.
It was mostly always like that only. He was fond of gold, he was very fond of gold. That's why he's golden wife and golden was there. He was always well dressed. Whenever, even if you go to his house, for the sittings or for the music sitting, he was well dressed always. The whole family was like that. Whole family is like that. They're all well dressed, like you could feel that you're meeting some, princely family or king's family. And they are so lovely people, I tell you. His wife, such a lovely lady, can't, always smiling, laughing, greeting people. His son, his daughter, anybody.
If you like listening to this episode, please subscribe to the Big Story playlist for episodic updates. We're live on Apple, Google Podcast, Spotify, JioSaavn, and most of the other popular podcast streaming platforms. For other podcasts, please log on to the Quint website and check out the podcast section. For any feedback, shoot an email to podcasts@thequint.com.
Thanks for listening. Log on to the Quint's website and check out our other podcasts.